Ave Satanis, Ave Lucifera, Ave Lord Belial, Ave Lord Leviathan, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave Beautiful Queen Astaroth, or Lord Astaroth, Queen Astaroth, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave King Asmodee, Ave Lord Queen Tiamat, Ave King Pazuzu, Ave King Azazel, Ave King Asmodee, Ave King Paimon, Ave King Asmodeus, Ave Beautiful Queen Lilith, Ave Lord Beelzebub, Ave Lord Vereen, Ave and hail to every demon and every demoness that's in existence, to every ancient god that's in existence. Ave and hail. And Ave and hail to every one of my true, sinister brothers and sisters. The fakes, the phonies, I really don't give two fucks what happens to you. Actually, I hope that you're in bed when you do sleep, if you sleep. And you gotta sleep at some time. I actually hope that the true demonic do come and visit you. And scared in their demonic form. And scare the shit right clean out of you. Give you that big a fright, more of a fright that you ever had in your life. And you know what? You would deserve it. The keyboard Satanists, the wannabes, the fakes, the phonies, the bullshitters, the ones that say they're Satanists, and I'm not going to be the judge of them and say they're not, but you can pretty much tell by their actions and tell by what they do on, you can tell by a lot of them by what they do on social media, because all they do is bullshit. You know, and if they do pictures of themselves, some people just like taking a lot of pictures of themselves. They put a lot of pictures of themselves on social media, and you do not see any of them with wearing any kind of amulet, satanic, demonic, whatever. All they have is a little normal necklace, all they wear is a little normal necklace that signifies nothing. But with that being said, you don't need an amulet to be a Satanist either. Or you don't need an amulet, a necklace, be it a necklace, a ring, what have you, to be Father Satan's child. You do not. But sure, if you got it, and you're proud to be Father Satan's, King Lucifer's child, wear it. So people can see it. Be proud of what you are. That's what Father Satan and King Lucifer wants us to be. He wants us to be proud of what we are. That I know for sure. And who we are. His children. And if we are truly devoted to Him, we have no problem doing that, or I sure as hell know I don't. And I sure as hell know my brother Michael doesn't. And I'm sure as hell, and I sure know that my sister Volvin doesn't, and I sure know that my brother John doesn't, and I sure know that my brother Will doesn't, and I know my sister Holly doesn't, and I know my sister Sandra doesn't, and I know my brother Brian doesn't, and my brother Bohemoth X, and all the other true satanic and demonic brothers and sisters that I have. They're not ashamed of what their belief system is. Goddamn go bus is not allowed, are they? They're not ashamed of what they're. Oh, fuck off. They're not ashamed of their beliefs. Okay? In no way, shape, or form are they, and neither they should be. Just like I'm not ashamed of my belief system. I'm after having people ask me what that necklace on my neck meant. I'm after having a lot. When I lived in Brampton, this girl that I knew her for 3 or 4 years. Like, sure, she was a drug addict. She's hooked on drugs and that, but, you know, I was walking up the street with her one night, just talking, not doing nothing else, like no solicitation, none of that crap. I was just talking to her because she just like, you know, normal conversation. You know, had nothing to do with any sexual encounters or none of that bullshit. None of that stuff. I was just talking to her and she asked me, she said she seen my ring and she noticed the necklace I had on. It wasn't this one, it was one of my other ones that I have at my place. She asked, it's not the one I got on now, it was one of my other ones I had on. And she asked me if I was a Wiccan. Because that's the first thing they think of is Wiccan. Right? Actually, it was my necklace with that has the five stones in it, red stones, and there was one red stone in the middle, and something happened, and I lost that red stone, so I got it replaced at a store with I got it replaced with a black stone in the middle. Meaning, and the meaning behind that to me, for me at the time, and it still is, the meaning behind that was the black flame of King Lucifer. Ave Lucifera, Renich Tasi Uberica, Basara, Ave Lucifera, Renich Tasi Uberica, Basara, Icar Lucifera, Hail Lucifer. Ave Father Satan, Tassara me Laras Satan, Ave Satanis, Hail Lord Satan. And that being said, hail beautiful Queen Lilith, hail my great patron demon, great King Asmodeus. And that being said, now she asked me if it was Wiccan, right? If I was a Wiccan, and I started laughing when she asked me, and she asked me why I was laughing, right? This was back in, let me think, 2011, early 2012, probably late 2011. Yeah, I think it was like late 2011, like in the fall or early in the summer. It actually was in the summer. I can remember now, summer 2011. And she asked me if, like I said, she asked me if I was Wiccan, and I laughed. And she asked me why I was laughing, right? I said no, I'm far from Wiccan. I said no, I'm not Wiccan. I said I'm a Satanist. And the first thing she said when I told her that was, "Oh, you're LaVeyan Satanist?" I said no. Satanist? I said no. I said LaVeyan Satanists. I said 90% of them I don't even consider Satanists because they don't believe in Father. They don't believe in the demonic, and they don't believe that Father Satan exists. They don't believe that they're real. I said, and this was before the Temple of Satan was even getting big at all, right? Or big enough that I noticed. So I'm not going to blow no smoke their way. Not this time. I said the Church of Satan's all they are as atheists. I said there might be a group in among them that, I said I'm sure there's a group in among them that do believe in the demonic and Father Satan as real entities and beings and gods. I said, but no, I'm Theistic Satanist, I'm traditional Satanist, Theistic Satanist, spiritual Satanist. To me it's pretty much the same thing. And I told her that I was demon altar and necromancer. And she was like, "Oh, you are?" And then she got very interested in that. So I basically told her all about it. She asked me about it. She asked me about it, so I told her. And I don't know what happened to her. I haven't seen her in years. And I never had no way to get in touch with her, so I don't even know if the lady's still alive or not. I hope she is. Because she was actually a really nice girl. You know, she's just fallen on hard times, that's all. And she just managed to get hooked in the drug scene and she became an addict. You know, which happens to a lot of people, right? But anyway, this is what they call Devil's Night. Or the beginning of. So I'm sure tonight there'll be a lot of things done in Father Satan's name. No question about that. In the cities, you know, around the world. Now that being said, tomorrow night is Samhain. And so far as I can gather, between tonight and tomorrow, between the night, and I think it's the 5th of November, that's when they used to call what they used to call Guy Fawkes Night. Back home we used to call it Bonfire Night, November the 5th. And believe you me, we used to have big fucking bonfires. Like we used to have mountain fires, not like little campfire bullshit things. Well, that being said, all the time we used to do that, we used to love it. And so far as I could be wrong on this, but I think the veil between the living and the dead, and which means between the demonic and us, is the thinnest of any other time of year. Besides Walpurgisnacht. I probably pronounced that wrong. I always did. Which I think it's like April 30th. But that being said, yeah, celebrate, man. Do your rituals. Do your rituals, but be respectful in your rituals, obviously. Be loyal to the demonic, obviously. Be, you know, you have to. You have, you know, and to people that haven't done a dedication ritual yet, and who are like new to Satanism, if they're new to Theistic Satanism, traditional Satanism, spiritual Satanism, demonolatry, necromancy, and you have never done a dedication ritual, between tonight and November the 5th, do it. Because Lucifer's wrath of hell will, I'd say, if you do it honestly, loyally, if you do it honestly, respectfully, and truthfully, and if it's coming from your very essence, do it. Because now is a better time for it to get your pact to get accepted. If you're doing a demonic or a satanic pact. Or if you're doing a dedication ritual. You got 99% better chance of it getting recognized by Father Satan, King Lucifer, and placed at the foot of Father Satan and King Lucifer's throne. That I can guarantee you right now, and I do know what I'm talking about when I say that. If I didn't, I wouldn't say it. But, that being said, I've always loved this time of year. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I'm Father Satan's child, obviously. Hail Satan. But, that being said, I've always loved this time of year, man. Like, even when I was a kid. And I'm not joking, I'm being dead serious. Like, even when I was like 6, 7, 8, I can remember like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. This time of year was amazing to me. Like fucking SAMHAIN time. I loved it. Always have. Always will. And I've been on this path on November the 5th, actually. Bonfire night. Or, yeah, Bonfire night, or Guy Fawkes night, as some people call it. But we always call it Bonfire night. That's the first night that it will be 33 years exactly that I start walking truly and I made my first dedication to Father Satan and King Lucifer. Was on Bonfire night. Well, this time of year, but I done it on Bonfire night, November the 5th. I made my first dedication to King Lucifer, Lord Belial. Blood ritual, obviously. Because I definitely got no problem when I do rituals giving my own blood. None. And I don't use a little short, using them little pins to just like prick your finger and all that there on your left hand. I never used them. I've always used a blade. I've always used my sacrifice, my ritual knife, my Athane. I've always used that, and I give myself a good rip every time too, to make sure I have enough blood. And believe you me, I have enough blood, even though it only takes a drop. One drop of your essence. That's all it takes. But that's just the way I've always been. I've always been like that. But with that being said, I hope everybody has a great night. And if you're doing rituals tonight, be honest, man. Honest, open, and loyal. And make goals for the following year. You have to. Hail Satan. Hail Lucifer. Hail Lord Belial. Hail Lord Leviathan. Hail beautiful Queen Lilith. Hail beautiful Queen Tiamat. Hail Lord Leviathan. Hail King Asmodeus. Hail King Asmodee. Hail King Paimon. Hail Lord Varine. Hail Lord Volok. Hail Lord Beelzebub. Hail King Azazel. Hail King of Mammon. Hail to every demon and every demoness that's in existence. Ave Satanas. Ave Lucifera. And I'll talk to you next. Hail Satan.